So happy it's Friday because you have a Meghan Markle update.
Yeah, I do.
Yay!
Laura, her Netflix series is going about as well as her relationship with the royal family. It turns out Meghan's lifestyle and cooking show, With Love Meghan, is without an audience. It's had less viewers than that Harry and Meghan documentary over on Netflix a few years ago. But they've already renewed it for the second season.
And what's this I hear about Markle launching another podcast?
Yes,
oh my God, enough with the podcast.
Yeah. Well, this one is called Confessions of a Female Founder, where Meghan, she's like Cher now, just Meghan, interviews women and business leaders, okay? Because, I mean, if you're a successful woman in business, you'd naturally turn to Markle, who was sacked by Spotify last year over a failed podcast. Remember that $20 million deal? She only created 12 episodes, Laura, and they said...
do the math on that. Wait, to carry the one.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a lot of money.
You bet. And they said she didn't even do her own interviews. She had a staffer do the interviews, and they would drop her questions in later. I want that gig, Meghan.
Okay, let me just interject for a moment. The Queen was brilliant. Okay, she saw this train wreck coming a mile away.
And she never had a podcast.
And she never needed a podcast. But you are forgetting there was authentic sharing and intimacy that Meghan Markle could bring to a podcast because, well, or any broadcast.
Yeah.
I told H that when we started dating. He goes, I vow to always date you. During the week, our days are busy with meetings, but we have lunch together every day and have that middle of the day catch up of what's been going on, how are your meetings? Okay, great, back to it. But we just make it a point to date each other.
I love this with Drew Barrymore. You have to lean in.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Lean in. We have that midday reconnect.
Don't you love how she's all over everybody?
That midday reconnect.
But Meghan's own father said, after watching that cooking show, she lacked authenticity. But you know what I'm thinking, Laura? Maybe he's wrong. Maybe he's wrong.
Check out her lifestyle brand as it has ever been.
Yes.
As it always was.
Ooh.
I can't stand either. They should do a podcast together, and no one would ever listen or watch.
I have a new. Well, I'm good at branding. Here's what I'd call it: Insufferable.
Insufferable. Well, as ever's already taken.
It was such a fraud.